Hello everyone. We're
Hello.
ascending Prism.
Ascending Prism here. So welcome guys. We are very happy to have you here.
Thank you for the invitation.
And
Hope to have a good conversation.
For sure.
Yeah, we are very privileged to have two young entrepreneurs and hopefully some
in the mobile app business.
You can share something about yourselves.
Everything.
My name is Godsuil. I'm a medical personnel, and so actually in cardiology right now. So I'm also the CEO and co-founder of a health technology company called Hospiu. So basically, it's after the death of my best friend, who wasn't attended to in like a proper manner. He ended up dying in the hospital, and so the app in general, Hospiu as a company, it's an organization that's focused on building medical products and medical devices that's going to be making quality healthcare accessible to everyone from anywhere and at any time. So our first product, which we recently launched, is the Hospiu app, and the app basically has a plethora of features. We have the medical AI diagnostic testing feature. We have the remote consultation feature where you could have a video call, voice call, or chat consultation with the doctor from anywhere at any time. We also have our mobile pharmacy feature where pharmacies get to like sign up and open like an online version of their physical store on the app. Just take pictures of their drugs, put the price, their location, and do the legal aspect as well. Ensure they're licensed, and upload that. And patients could be able to like order drugs from anywhere and at any time. One thing I realized while I was in medical school is that like 90% of medical cases, you don't necessarily need at least a blood test initially or a scan to even get rid of what's the symptoms. So just by a doctor hearing a symptom and him asking follow-up medical history questions, he knows exactly what drugs to prescribe. So after a patient have had that prescription, they should be able to like go on the mobile pharmacy on the Hospital app and order drugs and have it delivered to them. We also have our in-home nursing care feature where you could have doctors and nurses come to your house and come give care. So we're and many more features. Doctors could get to like improve their personal brand by writing articles on the app. Patients get to read articles too, and comment, and you can also find hospitals. Right, we have a map on the app that is primarily for hospitals.
It's already working full time.
It's working. You could download the app and check. But right now it's kind of like we're focused on like onboarding doctors. So and once that's done, we'll be able to like.
How many doctors do you have right now?
Right now we actually have 250 doctors, but not all are onboarded on the app yet. They are still on our WhatsApp group, so we are currently in the process of like onboarding them and stuff. We're trying to like tidy up a few tweaks on the app. Then afterwards we just continue. But I think before next week, that should have been done.
And they should be working full time for the app?
No, the thing is doctors get to like set their time, and if a doctor is available only in the evenings, that's the point of it. That a doctor could even be in the beach, or be on wherever they are, and they're helping their patients from, So that's the point, like to also give doctors like that freedom, not,
And do they do the work for like something like a charity or?
No. Doctors get to set their consultation prices between $1 to $150. And there are doctors that put theirs at $1. I know someone that was telling me he's putting his at $1, and he did. And there are doctors that put theirs at different prices.
So you can check and you can choose.
Your choice. It's like and in future, when I mean in future, before even the end of the year, we should be able to like partner with some insurance companies so that people that already probably have insurance don't have to like even pay anything on the app. The insurance company could cover up for that. So
and the doctors it is mainly for USA.
No. The app is currently available in 170 countries. Visible in 170 countries. That means if you went to 170 countries where the app was available in, and you ask someone to type the name Hospiu, Hospiyu, it's gonna pop up. You
we'll
can
show
check,
it in
you
the
check
description.
Yeah. So man, that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah, When did you actually like came with the idea, like when that happened? How many years ago?
Okay, actually, it's like 2 years, close to 2 years ago, or a year and a few. That was when
the dynamic is very
so that was when we started building, and
it's getting very. And how do you get funded, by the way?
Man,
I guess that's.
It's crazy. Like the funding of when it comes to like the app, I actually did that myself. I and my team members, so we didn't get like any external funding. Even up till now, we haven't like raised any funds.
Wow.
It's like, because this is something that even when I reached out to a lot of like big guys in like the healthcare industry, right? Some of them had like already invested like so much into like physical hospitals. That even though we have plans to like partner with hospitals, where we're like giving hospitals this interface so that even their own doctors, right, from wherever they are, can still be monitoring the patients that are in the hospital, and many other additional features, So, but we tried to raise funds, and it wasn't like possible. So I had no option but to self-fund. At some point, I had to like wash cars, do crazy jobs, like sleeping, just to be able to raise money to even build the app. Sleeping for 2 hours, 3 hours after having to go to the hospital to practice, wash cars, and it's crazy.
Do you plan, or do you have any contracts with other companies in the industry? For example, I know there are some Bulgarian companies that are making surgical. Remotely or something like that.
Yeah. The thing is, like, okay, I registered the company in like America and Nigeria, and so far not yet, to be honest. So, but yeah.
Nice. So you are already. Let's get to the other guest.
Okay, so hello, I'm Nikolai Ivanov. I'm ever improving polymath. I have multiple skills in all kinds of different areas. I'm studying business informatics, specializing in pedagogy. I'm currently actor in the sensory theater in Sofia, and things. But one of my main activities right now is developing a software, which is basically sparring matching mobile application, which goal is like to connect fighters from all kinds of different martial arts and fighting sports around the world, and gamify the whole experience of like sparring and training, because there are 3 ways that you can improve like in fighting. First, you can train with a trainer. Like he tells you stuff, he like teaches you stuff, he gives you exercise. Like the second is like alone, you do some tutorials, training, you watch YouTube. And the third is with sparring partner. Like he teaches you stuff, you both like exercise stuff, you try stuff, and
that's the fastest way, I guess.
Well, it depends on people, but yeah, like sparring partners, trying like different person who tries different stuff, who have trained with different people than you, who is different person who thinks differently, and like fighter who exposes himself to multiple opponents and even opponents from different martial arts. Like in my opinion, this could develop you like extremely better than just training in your own gym. And yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll recently like launched the prototype version. It's working.
Yeah,
we have users.
Amazing, actually. It's like as someone
give your opinion as a user.
When I was I think we're celebrating a friend of his birthday.
Yeah.
So I checked my phone. I noticed that there was a notification that someone wants to spar with me through his app.
Much.
It's amazing, yeah.
And did you spar?
No, I just we're still talking. I'm still talking.
You're discussing
planning and seeing.
Yeah, and actually tell your fighting experience. Like, have you trained something?
Yeah, I do calisthenics.
Yeah.
And so with his app, I'm planning to like use that to like learn how to box, or like just try several boxing partners, because everyone has like different boxing styles and stuff. So
yeah, because it's not only like fighting, you know, it's also training, you know, like sparring partner. Even if you like don't have a skill for some martial art, like for example, I don't know judo. Like I can meet with someone who like trains and could ask him, hey bro, could you teach me some stuff? Like I can teach you some taekwondo, because I have been a quadrotonist winner in 4 disciplines in taekwondo before.
Great.
Yeah, a lot more,
That's really
more
impressive.
developed than
For
boxing. That
how
I'm
many
training
years
now.
have you trained?
For like 8 years.
Oh,
8 years.
I started like from the kindergarten and continued to my like my teenage years.
Nice.
Nice.
And you stopped for what reason?
I
You
wanted
wanted to try
to
something else?
develop
change
other sports. And like the trainers, like there is like this thing in the martial art community, like which is little bit like a cult, you know. When you train in my dojo, like you only train in my dojo, and training like in other places or other arts, even like other place from the same sport, it looks kind of like betrayal, you know, which I think is very negative, because it limits your development.
But didn't that change a little bit when MMA came to be like very popular already? I mean, it changed the patterns a little bit, I guess, at least from my experience.
Well, at least the things that I see in Bulgaria, it hasn't. Like once I was in that like MMA tournaments to promote Scafor and like gather users, and I talked with one MMA trainer and like present him the app and everything, and he told me, if I see one of the people who train in my dojo train somewhere else, I'm going to like kick him out. No questions asked.
So that is the
so they're negative about the app.
Well, some are negative, some are like very positive, which are like, wow, like this will like improve the people who I train like for free. Like,
so you're saying that it is a world, you want to make it a worldwide, and it will be a location based. So you are going to match with people that are basically around your location.
Yeah, it will be like really gamified. Like there will be map, there will be territories, like there will be like live like matches. For example, like people want to like make their fight live, and you see that like in like the fitness around the center there is a fight, and some people come to watch, some people go to make fights too, and you know it develops community.
Yeah, nice. This is the community basis is great.
Yeah, community
extremely gamified.
Sparring partners. And now that there is the question, like, isn't it dangerous? Okay, and like meeting people at all.
We didn't ask that.
But you're probably so. I'm getting to the point. Like meeting people at all is like that dangerous. You know, even in a dating apps or someone that you met on Instagram. Like so, but basic rules, like go into a public place, like if you spar, like go into the gym, like bring protection to be sure that like if he is like not okay person, you can stop in any time. Like the gyms who have like a ring are prepared for that. You know, write a little, make sure that you're wanting the same thing. For example, if you like more like casual thing, like not so like all-in fighting, like communicate, hey, are you okay with that, or you want like a real match, like all power in, like better wins, you know? And some people are okay, some people are not okay. That's why this app gives you big variety of every personnel, and that will help you. And like in the future we'll have like you could have a verification to verify that you're some group or that you're like experienced like competitor. you also have a rating from other people that have like spar with you, and they'll say like, oh, this is super cool guy, like very sick, or oh no, this like when I say stop, he doesn't stop, and he's like kind of nasty, and he doesn't shower, you know.
So the community basically will get rid of the people that are not matching the community vibe.
Yeah, like we've seen how other community apps work, and like the creators are responsible for developing the community. Like why wouldn't like some you know Batki? How is Batki?
I guess you can say Batki.
Yeah, Batki, big heads, or
big guys, muscle heads.
Muscle heads, or like football, like people who fight on the street wouldn't like work for them in this app, because the whole community will like get rid of them.
The first time he represented the Skipper. To me it was basically it's Tinder, but you're sparring with
Exactly.
Tinder, but for fighting.
Tinder for fighting.
Very familiar interface, so people could instinctively use it. And you know, we can.
Do you have like this? I have a question. Do you have this each when people like say Tinder for sports, or like compare like you to Tinder, but Tinder for like sports? Do you have like, nah, I don't want to hear that.
Say it.
No, do you have like an each, like a negative each, when people say, okay, Shuffle is like Tinder for sports?
Well, no.
Okay.
Because
You like this.
I don't want to like expose myself and my team as we've built something that there is no such a thing and we are super innovative. No, we solve a problem, we research, we saw other people that have similar problem, and we get like different things from current technology in order to solve it. Like, is it Tinder? Yeah. And is it like Strava? It's like Strava, but is it any one of these? No. It like gives a function and working stuff from it in order to solve the problem like of people who want to improve in their sport.
Nice.
It's not the only way to improve like in fighting sports. But for example, for me, my whole life I have searching for this application because this is the way I improve the best with partners, with experience, with practicing fighting, with seeing different people, from losing from people.
And for how many years have you developed this app?
For around 4 months.
So it's
5 months.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's fast actually.
Yeah, it is.
Because
Like
like
how many people are it?
That's fast.
Well, now
Interrupted
it's small amount. Like I think for now are around 30, I guess.
I've introduced already. You'll get another 20 very soon.
Okay.
We're still negotiating. Because we will start at the very beginning.
Yeah, it is great. And you know, the cool thing, like for now, is that every person that is in the app, like we personally met with him, and we know that he's like a cool dude who can like bring a lot to the community. So for now, like the best people are in. And also that they're in variety of cities. Like there are people in Sofia, there are people in Burgas, in Varna, and even in Veliko Tърново.
Cool. So there could be fights between Sofia and Burgas in Plovdiv or something.
Yeah,
awesome.
In the middle.
Yeah, that definitely. Like the opportunities are like big. Like there could be like decentralized UFC or something.
You could become the final boss at some point.
well, yeah, there definitely when we like get the territories, there will be like some really wanted territory. For example, the best gym in the city, which will like hold it like one guy. And for example, some person from our country come to Bulgaria, it's like okay, like he's the strongest. I first have to like get the territory from like the little bosses, and then like come to him.
Nice.
And you improve, you socialize, and like you even get to know a whole country.
That's good.
Yeah, but
that's amazing.
but it's a fact. This will work if it's like worldwide.
Mhm.
Like I don't want it as something that could be just local in Bulgaria or.
And what are your
Yeah.
next steps then? How are you going to marketize this?
So for now, like we are concentrating of like talking to people, like viewing how the people will match, how they communicate, how
Mhm.
they are doing sparring. Is the app going to have bugs? Like we fix the bugs, we fix the stuff, we
That's
fix
brilliant.
the dynamic between the team.
Mhm.
Like, and after that, we plan on starting pitching to investors.
Amazing.
Yeah, and finding someone who is very experienced in this on this market.
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
like even though we are from the fighters and we can develop the app and see the problem and can like connect to our target audience, we don't know how to make it worldwide,
Yeah.
and we
Well,
will pretend that we know how.
Work in progress, you know.
Yeah,
I don't- yeah, okay.
so yeah, we are mainly like searching for like experienced people, like
Mm.
not so much the money. Like you can
Yeah.
give us money right now, but it's
Yeah.
not going to happen the right way.
Actually, I think there's this stuff I saw like where Apple was trying to, for the past 10 years, trying to build Apple Car. They spent billions of dollars. At the end of the day, the project was cancelled. So most of the time, it's not even like about like money being available. No, it's like what can you do without the money first, you know? And,
Yeah.
yeah, then when the money comes, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's very important.
With the money, everyone can make it with money.
Yeah.
obviously.
Right.
You're first playing the hard mode, the very hard mode,
Absolute hardcore.
course.
After that.
and you go to
You
the
got-
medium.
Yeah, because even on my own end, right? Even building hospital, right? At some point, it's like I didn't have like enough money to like on a normal day I should have spent over like $1 million
Mhm.
to like build this app. You get me? Because it's like very complex, different AI, video conferencing, you know, pharmacy,
Mhm.
you know. So it was a lot. So personally, now it like brought out my communication skills, my negotiation skills, my ability to like convince people. You know, it's like or make them see like a vision or the importance of a vision. You know, so but yeah.
And so this is your main struggle right now, or
Right now, practically, we already built the app. You get me? So, like, we're just refining a few things. Like, it's available right now,
Mhm.
but we're trying to because the funding of the wallet it was having like some issues, so they're trying to tidy that up.
Mhm.
So once that's done, everything's already set on the app, and right now people could download the app and go through it and see it's functional and stuff. You know, we just need to fix that correction,
Mhm.
and we start onboarding doctors, and like now we're now focused on like marketing and because to a lot of doctors this is like a tool to them, you know, the fact that okay as a doctor, right, I have this app where I have even most of the patients I've seen before physically, right, I have them on the app, you
Mhm.
know, I could communicate with them, you know, they could get to like book time consultation with me, you know, and yeah, I could get to like monitor them in real time and you know just also write articles and they could read and many more patient or other people that are also not my patients could read. And so to a lot of doctors this is like a tool to them, so that's why we first focus on like onboarding as many doctors as possible. And so
And do they like the idea?
yeah, a lot of doctors like love the idea. 250 like gave us their number on WhatsApp and stuff.
Mhm.
So we have like a WhatsApp community and group. So once we tidy up this issue, we start onboarding them, and everything rolls up from there.
And what is the? I'm interested in the age of the people that are interested. Is there an age?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say difference or
Yeah,
the older
target audience.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Like,
the older doctors.
Yeah.
One
So
tap. Yeah.
oh yeah, so like it's like mostly younger doctors now.
Mm.
You know, like that like recently graduated doctors, some
Mhm.
that have obviously also graduated like 5 years ago, or even like 8 years ago. But like they are pretty much young doctors within like 25 plus to 30 something. That's from
I guess that those are the better doctors.
yeah.
Kinda, because
Of course.
everything is changing, and the experience is very important. But nowadays, like
but the patients
yeah.
doesn't the patients want to?
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Yes,
Is there
I think the patients want to see a doctor that has some
more
background.
experience?
Yeah,
Or
like
experience,
okay, like for now, because it's kind of like okay, we're onboarding like younger doctors, right? That have like fresh knowledge, right? But at the same time, it's like that experience is like very, very important, right? So it's kind of like down the line, right? Take for instance, once the stuff I said has to be fixed, the wallets, once that we sort that out, you find me and my team all like going to different hospitals, talking to these older doctors, getting to make them understand the importance of this, how we could help them. Help them save time, help them financially as well. And at the same time, they're giving so much value to their patients and building their brand even through the articles and so on. Yeah. So we'll definitely have a lot of experienced and matured like older doctors for sure. For sure.
Yeah, everything should go. In my opinion, everything should go online.
Yeah, at some point
Because
it's inevitable.
Everything is
it's
online
already
right now.
Of course. Medicine has to follow.
Yeah, and another great thing about this app is that you probably like see the doctor's experience through his bio.
Yeah, and people, also another thing is like people get to like put reviews and comments on the doctor's profile.
Yeah, that's absolutely precious.
So you could tell,
you can't lie about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like once I needed a doctor, I was in like other city, and I just like searching Google Maps. I couldn't like find like any information about this doctor, but like I need to go, so I just go there.
Yeah.
You gotta just.
It is restricted if you go to another.
Just hope that.
I mean, the crazy thing with the medical system is like it's like a lot of complexities in the sense. Okay, take for instance the UK, right? What if I told you I know people that like they've been trying to get a scan? You get me, from government hospitals, for the past 1 year, and they haven't.
Wow.
Like
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's you could Google it. It's many cases except they have to like go to a private hospital and pay like £500. So it's like it's crazy.
So it is a business.
Yeah, a lot. It's just like a lot has to change, man.
Yeah.
It's like people are dying. Like my best friend went to the hospital. He ended up sitting out there for literally almost an hour. When they finally asked him to stand up to go write his name, he slumped and he died. Even the Bulgarian hospitals, it's like you go, you sit. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing when you finally get to have a Bulgarian doctor or a doctor in Bulgaria talk to you. Most likely, be rest assured you're in great hands. But the problem is, okay, you go to the hospital, you'd see. I see this all the time. I saw a lady one time. I asked her, "How long have you been here?" She was like, "I've been sitting out here for the past 2 hours."
Oh.
Literally, you hear, So it's crazy. So and also it also has to do with the fact that even hospital, when we are because we have another feature we're currently working on too. It's like hospital for medical facilities. It's for like hospitals, clinics, right? So even before a patient it's like you go on the map, right? You click the hospital, right? Before you even get to the hospital, they have like your basic data that you signed up on the app if you're asthmatic, right? So, and you could also put the time frame when you're going to be there, right? So like that orderliness too, because sometimes one thing I notice is like sometimes doctors too are distracted and they just finish the surgery, for instance, and it's time to probably go attend to like patients that are standing. They don't know what time frame, if patients are even down. So now like just puts that like orderliness and
to improve like everything.
Of course.
I have seen one app related to the medical care. It's called SuperDoc.
Oh yeah, I've seen SuperDoc too. It's like it's an I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an amazing app, you know.
But it is only a timetable where you can lock your schedule with the doctor.
And it's a lot of. Don't get me wrong. It's like, you know, there's a difference between invention and innovation. This is why it's kind of like when anyone asks me, okay, I feel like what I'm doing, I and my team, we're doing with Hospital, it's an innovation. It's not an invention. It's not like we're inventing something that has never. Video calling has always been there, you know. It's just that we're trying to like now make it better. You see, we AI we're infusing. The AI only now we had to like build our own. It's gonna be ready in like a few weeks time. But back then the one we had, it was like a symptom checker. You type in your symptoms. It's gonna ask you, hello, how are you feeling? If you go on the app, you could still see, hello, how are you feeling? You put in your symptoms. Okay, I'm having a headache. It's gonna ask you how severe is the headache, you know, like asking you questions to like narrow down to. Then at the end of the day, after diagnosis, it's gonna let you know what is the most likely problem and just a few solutions to, and with a disclaimer to know that, okay, at least this is not, don't take this as a medical, you know, at least you have to still see a doctor just to, you know, to be safe.
To a certain point.
Yeah, of course. So
how much time do you spend on building this AI? And what was the group that
3 months? A group of we had like 4 machine learning engineers. Yeah, 2 data people, and just me and my chief operational officer managing, and that's about it, I guess.
And for how long?
3 months now.
3 months.
It's now we're like rounding up, and because we also had to like fetch data, outsource data, medical data from journals, reports, you know, it's like to train the AI model.
And how accurate is it?
For me personally, from what I saw as a medical person, I would say above 96%.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, because it was like a lot of encyclopedias, medical encyclopedias and stuff, the data to like just train it's a machine learning model. Yeah. So okay, just for instance now, right? I'm coughing, you know. It's kind of like it can be 2 things. First of all, now if I'm diagnosing the patient, right, the first question I'm asking the patient is, okay, when you cough, do you cough out? Is it a productive cough or a non-productive cough? A productive cough is when you're coughing out mucus, like you're coughing out a catarrh, something is coming out, you know. A non-productive cough is when you're coughing, nothing's going, it's like a dry cough. You get me? Then now, if it's a productive cough, where the patient is coughing out something, I'm not asking the patient, when you cough that stuff out, mucus, does it have blood in it? Is it brown? Is it yellow? Each of these things like mean different. So it's like just narrowing down the diagnosis. So
So you're both passionate about your work.
I mean,
very. Like this is a thing that you create. Like you invent. You're like building a team. You know, you're game playing through life.
Actually, I mean, God. I feel like my name is Godsuil, so I feel like God is a creator.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, His children should be creators too, like just creating, building, and.
Absolutely, that's a mission.
Yeah, because we're not really, people don't get. Also, this has to also do with money, like which people don't get, right? Is the fact that you could make over $20 trillion, billions of dollars, right? Which is amazing, right? But at the end of the day, how much food can you really eat? You know, it's like how many cars can you be in at the same time or drive? How many houses can you sleep at the same time? You know. And at the end of the day, you're still gonna die and leave this for someone else to you know. So at the end of the day, we're not on Earth for like a really long time, as much as we might think, you know. So the most important thing is just building something or doing something that, or even if it's just making videos or content, you know, that's like when people are watching, it's like they're learning something, they're happy. You know, just leave something positive behind that is gonna make the world a better place now and probably in the future, you know.
That's our goal, actually. We want to share stories to the people that that they can learn from,
Yeah.
and they can
Relate.
to. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's like a great thing. Even like if someone like is watching and wants to connect us, probably our like emails will be in description. So no worries, we are open on like building connections. If you find something interesting or want to have a talk like with us on private, like go on, connect.
Yeah,
Everyone should do this. Yeah.
absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely. By the way, are you collaborating with your projects? I mean, I can think of one way.
I thought of this as well. Yeah.
Well, now
Yes.
it's like cooperation. Like I know you invited me and I
Yeah, he
invited
he
him,
told me,
so we are giving much publicity. Like this
Yeah.
week you like
a Bulgarian a guy I met for Bulgarian TV. It's like via shuffle.
yeah.
So and obviously I'll be introducing him to him as well. So I mean, at some point, like okay, if I'm gonna like just guess what probably the collaboration might be, is the fact that probably it's like okay, you download Shuffle, you get like 30% off consultations at hospital or 20% off drugs, you know, something like or you spar with someone and you guys both confirm that you spar together, you get percentage off your medical.
Yeah, that's
You know, something like that. Yeah, I think so.
that would be great. Actually.
Doing stuff,
It
experimenting.
will make it a different experience. Literally, you'll be more safe because. But by the way, do you employ by somehow? I mean, it's now maybe the word is deploy. Are there options for referees in these matches? Is there like the third person?
People someone signing up to be a referee, maybe.
Yeah, we thought about it, but it's not needed as a function. Like we just want to like
give people their
build
privacy,
the
maybe.
main structure, and the other things are developed by the community. If you want to have a serial match with referee and public and stuff, you can go on. Like you can do it. We give you the opportunity to make your match live, to invite people, you know, to write to different people. Like to describe what will be the fight.
Practically, the client makes the rules.
Yeah.
It's like
another thing, like how will the winner will be decided? Like simple. Like after the match, the app will give you like the opportunity to answer like who have won. If you both like answer the same person, like it counts. If you answer different, it doesn't count, and that's it.
Okay, nice.
That's cool.
And by the way, what kind of point systems will there be in the future? Like, for example, achievements, like you said, the territory, maybe some ranks.
Yeah, no, it will be the main thing is
we will see.
the main thing that we'll have is like XP and review. Like XP, like how many fights you have won, how active you are, how many territories like you gather and stuff. And like the rating will be basically if you're like a good person to spar with, you know, some kind of like Airbnb 1 to 5 star.
Yeah, the 1 star is a guy who comes up with 5 people and they beat you to a pub.
With bats, for example.
The 5 star is a good guy.
That's one like in dating, like don't be stupid. Don't in some like dark alley during the night without telling anyone where you go. Like go into some gym, bring some friends, like, and you're safe. Like that's it.
Absolutely.
You're in civilized society.
And by the way, because it reminds me of Fight Club. Who will you fight with? Like, who will you fight if you have all the people in the world? It could be historical.
Yeah. I actually really love like
actually.
You know, I would say part of the philosophy in Fight Club, you know, because there's a different interpretation and stuff, but the thing that in our society, like we acting so like unnatural, we are so like smashed by society, like it, especially men, like men don't feel manly anymore, you know, and fighting it's something natural in us. Like we are naturally built like to survive, like to hunt, to kill, to
He said to
exercise like
kill.
every day like a robot.
He said to kill, and I'm saving lives.
Yeah. Like some survival.
Yeah,
It's the balance.
Yeah, this is our nature, and we are aggressive by nature, even if we like don't show it, like it stays inside.
We can see that in policy nowadays.
Yeah,
Also the politicians.
absolutely. Or man beating his wife.
Yeah,
I mean,
for example, yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you like keep it like inside, it will go out in some way. Like it's only the natural way.
it will break somewhere.
Psychologically, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why like a lot of the fighters, they're like super kind people. Like you see someone like super fighter, like how
strong
muscly and everything, and you think, okay, when they go to the gym, they fight till someone starts bleeding and screaming and crying, but actually it's like oh I'm sorry, did they hurt? No bro, are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, no bro, I'm okay, should you continue? Yeah, we continue.
There's softies on the inside.
Yeah, it's you know, it differs, but it's mostly like
Yeah,
soft and
especially if they're fighting with someone that's not in their category. They're very most of the fighters are very like
absolutely.
That's why
Yeah, how many people have you heard of some like massive fighting like training gym or like in a battle competition? Like it doesn't happen. Your trainer will kick you off.
Yeah.
Like from the dojo, and you have like bad reputation. You know, like even if you're like professional fighter, like the managers and everything don't look good on you if they heard that you're participating in street fights.
People are getting literally kicked out from the dojo for much smaller, like you know.
Yeah, you have
crimes.
You have a lot of experience in the dojos, so you
People are being kicked all the time. Like not really, but yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Like the senseis are very like unhappy with you, and you can sense it. It's like some kind of the sensei stops interacting the same way. He looks different. Like he's more cold to you.
have you done that? Have you kicked out?
No,
one
I
of your
haven't.
students?
No, never.
You have never.
Never. But I didn't have that kind of like cases. I didn't have a reason to do that. Never.
So you manage your students correctly.
Once, maybe one girl. Maybe I have told her that she is stepping on a line. It wasn't about aggression. It was something. She was slacking and she wanted to hijack all the workout and just to spar, for example. Never doing the workout the correct way, and she was doing that consciously, you know. She was choosing to do that. That's the only.
She was there for the fights only.
Yeah, but then she
maybe she enjoyed the app.
Like
That's probably
that
we will introduce her.
the point. Everyone, no matter how different, if the app has enough people, like everyone will find their people. Like if some dojo they train in one way and you don't like that way, you like the specific way, like your girl, like you can find your people in the app.
Absolutely.
And with this app, you can build sub communities. Other people can match. They will spar, but they will continue to talk outside of the app. They'll build some groups, smaller groups, that they will share experience between the different dojos and different styles of martial arts.
And now you have more choice. You're not so limited by your area, by your situation, by already built fighting communities. Like you have an alternative, you have people from you could know like what other alternatives are, and you have also the smaller groups which are already built, who don't participate like in any gym and just like meeting like to spar with each other.
They're self-trainees.
yeah, it's freedom. It's like, decentralized.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There are some questions we are always asking all the guests. So one of them is, what kind of salary do you think is like? It doesn't have to be a fixed like sum, but you can also say that if you don't mind. Do you think it's okay to live within Bulgaria? Like, what was the minimum wage you need, and
The average one that you
you
feel comfortable.
Man.
It's a crazy question.
Well,
Yeah.
for like just surviving, we are much survivors of your own.
I've been through all the extremes, here in like.
I think we're enough creative to survive without any money.
Actually, yeah.
It wouldn't be a pretty picture, but we'll survive.
Actually, I've been on like, to be honest, like both extremes of like having like so much and almost having nothing. And I noticed that even with almost like nothing, no money, it's still possible to like survive. Just having a great social skill, or just being confident enough to like talk to people, or like,
So it's more about the skill.
Yeah, because a lot happened. I didn't even say this, right? But it's something that I've even like just kept. It's just recently I just added that on the newspaper, and like when they were interviewing me. So the thing is, when I actually started the company, I was actually actively in medical school, right? So and my uncles and also with my parents, they thought I was going to like drop out, because that's usually the story. Or start a company, you just drop out to focus on the company. That's been like headline. So then they were actually asking me to stop the app, and like wait till I'm done with medical school. My uncle was like, wait till you're even a surgeon, like imagine like how long, So before I even start building the app, so they gave me an ultimatum. My uncle lives in Switzerland, and the second one lives both of them. The second one lives in England. So they were the ones that were like sponsoring and paying my school fees from time to time, and sending like money for me, my upkeep and stuff. So they asked me to stop building the app, or they'll stop sending me money.
So
this happened like
forced you.
Yeah, this happened like 8 months ago. So I refused. I said no. So they actually stopped sending the money, and it was even towards month's end. I had to pay my rent, and I could not even pay the rent. After the landlord gave me like 2 weeks extra. She was like, "If you don't pay, we'll give you a quick notice. We'll get you out of it." Man, I finally got. I was homeless for like this. I have videos. I was homeless for like weeks. Almost 8 weeks or so.
By the way,
how did you manage
very
to?
Similar happened to me, but it was different. They told me, if you want to quit the university course, that I started something first time. I started something I didn't want to study actually.
Yeah.
So I finished the first year just so you can be happy, but I'm quitting then.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you have to find another company. And I'm like, well, I'll have to, and I had started my company. That was my first company.
Wow.
And yeah, it was hardcore, a hard decision.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's for me. I see it as like a test, even for the universe, to see that this stuff here, because the universe that gave you the idea already knows that it's definitely gonna be financially buoyant. Like you're definitely gonna make a lot of money from this while still impacting people's lives. So it really wants to just test to see if you really would, at whatever it takes, you're still gonna get it done. Man, I found myself sleeping on the street at some points. One time rain fell on, some.
Yeah.
I was
He had it
sleeping,
real hardcore
sleeping-
while
Yeah.
studying medicine, while working.
like,
This
it
is
was really crazy, but
Do you have the guts to
You
do
know,
it?
So
Do you
your
have the
why
guts?
is a really strong one.
yeah, my why is like really strong. It's like this is something that my best friend died. I saw this like firsthand, and it's just something I didn't want like a lot of other people to. Apart from the fact that okay, yeah, I'm gonna make a ton of money from this, right? Being honest, but it's just something that I didn't like want other people like feeling this level of pain or this level of hurt.
Absolutely.
It's like I wanted a case where okay, it's 1 a.m. in the morning. I could, and I'm having stomach ache, severe headache. I'm probably even vomiting. I could pick up my phone, go to the hospital app, have a consultation with the doctor as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And I've gotten the prescription, and I could even order drugs from a pharmacy around me, and I'm having the drugs being delivered to me in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm taking my drugs and I'm fine. Rather than, okay, I'm having all this pain, I'm thinking of how I could get to the hospital with the bus or with a car. I'm not even sure if I go to the hospital by 1 a.m. I'm going to see a doctor. So
Or you
it's
have to wait.
just that convenience, exactly. Just that convenience with regards to like healthcare, people's mind being relaxed and stuff. And the cure of cancer has been out for like years, It's like, so it's been the fact they just put people on chemotherapy, for like a year, 6 months, 8 months, and just let them die, rather than just actually making that drug official that people could take, and in 2 weeks or in 1 week the cancer is gone. Cancer is nothing. It's just malignant cells, bro. If we could be able to like build helicopters, build aeroplanes, even the camera, like capturing moments in time, rather. What is cancer? The drug cancer. We have iPhones. We could call people.
Yeah.
What is like? Cancer is nothing. Like, it's not as as big of a deal as we make it to be. So it's something that could be. It's just that for the current medical complex, it makes a ton of money. The fact that people will be buying chemotherapy drugs for like 6 months or over a year, rather than just buy one capsule and you're fine. So
I have always wondered about.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's crazy.
So you didn't say about the ranges.
The
Yeah.
price. Ah, man, yeah, the price range. I mean, for me, I feel like with even if someone has $200 with $200, I feel like someone could be able to like eat extremely well if they are buying food from like Lidl, if it's okay to mention that, Kaufland.
It's
Supermarkets.
Exactly, and they're cooking. You could like cook something and for 10 level, it could last you for like 4 days.
And it's healthier.
And very healthy,
Absolutely.
Fruits too. You could buy fruits. 10
And
level.
you appreciate your food
exactly
more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When you cook it.
Yeah, and consequence, you're more happy that way.
Yeah, so I feel like even with food, we don't even like need that much money to. If you most of someone is cooking, and probably rent, man. The whole
the
rent
rent,
situation is crazy, man. It's so elevated, man. And it's crazy. So
What are the ranges between 600 and?
man, it's crazy in Sofia, man. I was in a friend's place. Oh, a friend of his friend of his friend or something like that. Yeah, so I was at his place.
Helping.
Yeah, and I slept there last night. Guess how much he pays? 1,300 level. That's like close to like $700 every month. Don't get me wrong, the house is somewhat big, but like, man, that's a lot. Man.
That's a lot.
Just for like a small space, and God, the universe gave us. We have all this for free, and we are renting. Don't get me wrong, I understand, bro. It's crazy.
The rents are a lot.
Let's ask the Esper, how much is the rent in New York these days?
Oh my God.
$3,000.
Yeah.
I don't know.
at the very
Per month.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
At the very least, maybe around 4 or 5 to be like around comfy. It's super expensive. I mean, it's not. You can live with less, most probably, but there's in Sofia, in Bulgaria, we don't have that social pressure. In New York, even in Brooklyn, for example, I know more about Brooklyn and for example, Manhattan. I've been only for a few days, so I don't really know how the things work there. But I guess it's even more hardcore. So the social pressure is you can't. Actually, for example, your teeth have to be like in a perfect condition, extremely white, always.
Wow.
That's super important. For example, nothing will happen if that's not like that, but you're losing points, Sorry about it. So you can't be with one and the same shoes 2 days in a row. It's super, you're losing points, you can't
Like literally have one pair of shoes for the winter and one for the summer.
Yeah, and not everyone is like that. Don't get me wrong, but it's super expensive. Plus, for example, the rents there, they're starting, I think, from something like, I don't know, 2 point something K.
Mm.
Yeah, and I mean, for example, the smallest house is if you want to buy a house, it's not the same as Bulgaria because here the credits are not on so good conditions. I mean, you have to pay them in 30 years. You can pay them in America, I think, for at least like, I don't know, 80 to 100 years maybe, which is like fortunate in a way, but it's like 1 million maybe. Is a small house, something like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, it starts from there.
So let's move to the next question.
Yeah.
And the next question is, what do you prefer, stability or improvement?
Man, improvement all day.
Improvement, definitely.
Improvement all day.
Yeah.
You always gotta evolve. If you don't evolve, I mean, if you're not improving, you're dying off.
Absolutely.
If you're not learning, you're becoming more ignorant.
Yeah, we expect each of our guests to answer the
Yeah.
improvement, but
yeah,
we are
It has happened.
still asking this
I
question.
think there was one of our guests that actually answered with comfort. Yeah, there was one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you're not risking, you're not like developing your full potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta step out.
Yeah, maybe if you're developing, you're like, satisfied with the things that you do, maybe. But especially for young people like us, like, we'll definitely have to like improve. Like, don't take just what is like available for us right now.
Especially now.
Yeah,
with so many options.
many options, many opportunities. Like, bigger the risk, bigger the price.
Yeah. Bigger the reward after that.
Yeah.
We can literally build a future. so like be a part of it, or we can just like skip life, and it's not worth it.
Can you say a few words to our to the people that are watching us?
I mean, personally,
what should they do?
Yeah, okay. The thing is, there's this philosophy I have, is the fact that we all be dead at some point, right? Someday we'd all leave. It's been people that have lived and they're long gone. We don't even remember their name. People that did great stuff, amazing stuff. If you hear the story, no one even cares. They're gone. So it's like every day, the greatest gift I feel like you could give yourself, is believing in yourself and living like your truth, trying to fulfill your purpose, finding your purpose first and trying to fulfill your purpose. Whatever your purpose is, most of the times it's that thing you do, and whenever you do, you just have this burst of joy, while you're doing it. It's like the happy, other people looking at you, they're like, are you crazy? It's like, they cannot understand your love for it. Only you understand. That's most likely your passion. Just go into it. If it has to do with you sacrificing anything, or probably, losing anything, friends, families, just do it. Don't worry. The universe is going to take care of you. At the end of the day, it's kind of like there's this weird concept. The universe benefits from like the consciousness of humanity being increased, and as we create stuff, it's kind of like, just like you see now, we could text somebody and anywhere they are with the social media revolution, and they could be able to. So the universe benefits from this great acts like this. So once you start creating, even if it's music, whatever, don't worry, just flow in on the creation. We're here to create, the universe is going to take care of you, anyhow, you definitely find your way.
But you just have to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful advice.
Just do it. Yes. Great. Nicely said.
I think that good advice is for the viewers, like, start doing stuff. If you're already like doing stuff, that's very great, but it have to be stuff that excites you. Like, you do so much more work when things that you do like really excite you. Like, I don't care if some viewer is like is a medical student, but he feels really inspired to learn dancing and start meeting dance people. Like, do it, and do things that excite you, and be willing to sacrifice. Like, it definitely you sacrifice time or friends or other material stuff while doing the things that you love. But if you cannot sacrifice anything, like you can save nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? So yeah, definitely when you do the things that excite you and you go back and look what you've done and how much you prove, it's much more meaningful than something that you just like accomplish by pure will and that you don't want to actually do it. For example, I was an excellent grade student in school, like 666, like everything, but a lot of the things didn't excite me. Like it was cool, like it wasn't so practical. It's just an information which you look cool at telling at parties, like that's it. And you know, sounds like a great accomplishment, like excellent student. But when I go back, like I'm not so much excited about it.
So live without regrets.
Yeah.
Feel the moment.
Yeah. but for example, like the organization which organize like anime and gaming events that we've done and we do stuff, even though it's not active right now, like I'm very grateful for it. I become excited only when I think about it and think of the memory.
Nice.
Like
I try to follow this philosophy that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift.
The day.
And that is why it's called present.
Oh yeah. Wasn't that from Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah, but it was taken from
Absolutely. I think
a philosopher. I don't know. I can't remember his name. But
Confucius,
yeah, I
for
heard
example.
it for the first time from Kung Fu Panda, and I love it. From that day, I started following it. I try to do it.
Got it.
Yeah.
So,
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you for meeting.
For sure.
with
So
us.
there's any final?
For me, it was really a privilege being here. You know, it's really amazing. Getting to like share a story. You know,
It's also privilege for us.
yeah, because I went through hell building this app, man, and even run the company as well. And so, yeah, man,
We'll try to support it.
for sure, I appreciate that. And to people watching, thanks for watching this. If you watch this, whenever you watch this, could be in 10 years from now.
Oh, it will be really
when
cool
it's like
in-
really
in
huge.
10
You know,
years from now.
whenever you watch it, thank you for watching. and yeah. Yeah, you could also download the Hospi app or just check and just follow and see what we're doing and yeah, that's it.
Download
And the
the
scuffle
apps,
too.
tell us our opinion, start like judging us, like you didn't do that right, you didn't do that right.
Yeah, some feedback.
Like every feedback.
Yeah, and to
we
this
are not
brand and to
defensive.
this brand and to this podcast, make sure you subscribe, like, share wherever you see this on whatever platform.
Yeah. If you
And-
like
and
it,
yeah.
like share one
Thank you,
story.
guys.
It doesn't cost you anything. Like
Yeah,
the
so-
creators are great. Tag them. They'll appreciate
Thank
you.
you, guys.
Maybe they invite you too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
And
For sure.
you can always connect with
Yeah,
the
let
guys.
me make a prediction. This in less than 4 years from now, this interview will be like super huge. Like I'm talking about
It could be.
over like 60 million views, bro.
Oh.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Yeah, it
Cool.
For-